The baby would not stop crying. Not the soft kind of crying you can ignore. Not the she'll settle in a minute kind. This was sharp, constant, demanding, the kind that crawls into your bones and stays there. The soup on the stove had started to burn, a faint smell at first, then stronger, then unmistakable. Daniel stood in the middle of the kitchen, one hand holding the baby, the other gripping a wooden spoon, his phone vibrating endlessly on the counter, work calls, missed calls, messages stacking up, deadlines waiting, and for the first time in his life, Daniel felt overwhelmed in a way he couldn't escape. No pause button. No quiet corner. No control. That was the moment it hit him, not gently, not gradually, but like a weight dropped on his chest. This was her life, every single day. And suddenly Mara's tired eyes made sense. Her silence made sense. Her exhaustion finally had a voice. Before everything changed, Daniel and Mara had built a life many would call balanced. 4 years of marriage, a small 2-bedroom apartment in a jaw. Nothing flashy, but full of intention. Mornings were rushed but coordinated. Evenings were tired but shared. Weekends meant cooking in bulk, watching movies, attending church down the street, and planning a future that felt secure. Daniel worked as a financial consultant on Victoria Island, structured, analytical, respected. Mara was a brand strategist in Ikeja, creative, sharp, driven. They were equals. Not perfectly, but enough. When Mara got pregnant again, joy filled their home. They went out that night, sat by a roadside suya spot. Plastic chairs, warm air, greasy fingers, laughter. Boy or girl? Daniel asked. Healthy, Mara replied. They laughed, dreamed, planned. They had no idea. Life was about to humble them both. By the second trimester, everything shifted. Mara's body began to fight her. Her blood pressure climbed. Her legs swelled. Her energy vanished. Hospital visits became frequent. Tests, scans, monitoring. Concern grew until one day, the doctor said it plainly. This pregnancy is high risk. Silence filled the room. No stress, no movement, no work. Then the final blow, complete bed rest. Mara nodded. Daniel squeezed her hand, but neither of them fully understood what that would cost. Mara resigned from her job without a scene. No farewell party, no dramatic goodbye, just a message in the company group chat. Thank you for everything. She packed her desk into one small bag, came home, sat on the bed, and stared at the wall for a long time. Not crying, not angry, just adjusting. Daniel stepped up at first, cooking meals, checking on her, rubbing her swollen feet. I've got you, he would say. And Mara believed him, because at that time, he meant it. Their daughter came in December. At exactly 2:07 a.m., Lagos Island Hospital. Small, fragile, perfect. Mara cried when she held her. Daniel cried watching her cry. For a moment, everything felt worth it, but reality came quickly. Recovery was brutal. Her body ached. Her stitches burned. Sleep became a luxury she no longer recognized. The baby cried at night, every hour, sometimes every 30 minutes. There was no break, no reset, no I'll do it later, just constant need. At first, Daniel tried, but slowly, he began to change. It didn't happen overnight. It never does. It started with small things, a sigh, a tone, a look. Then came the words, "You're always at home. What exactly do you do all day?" Mara stared at him, her hands still wet from washing clothes, the baby crying in the background. Food halfway cooked, she opened her mouth, then closed it, because explaining exhaustion to someone who doesn't value it is another kind of exhaustion. Daniel's words became sharper, more frequent, more careless. Daniel likes fresh food. Why is this from yesterday? He spoke like he was the only one contributing, like money was the only thing that mattered. One morning, Mara asked for money, groceries, diapers, basic survival. He sent 2,000. Manage it. You don't earn anything anyway. That sentence didn't just hurt. It changed something. Mara stopped expecting, stopped explaining, stopped hoping he would understand. But she didn't stop trying. Nina had always been her anchor. Late at night, Mara would sit on the bathroom floor and whisper into the phone. "I feel invisible." Nina never rushed her, never dismissed her. "You are doing multiple jobs in one body," she said. "You are not lazy. You are overwhelmed." Then she added something that changed everything. "Start again." Quietly, Mara hesitated, doubted herself, questioned her worth. But one night, she opened her laptop, slowly, carefully, piece by piece. She rebuilt herself, her CV, her confidence, her identity. It took days, because she only had minutes at a time, but she finished, and then, she applied. 3 weeks later her phone buzzed. She almost ignored it, but something made her check. A job offer, better salary, better role, closer location. For a moment, she just stared, then she whispered, "God," and smiled. That evening, she told Daniel, calm, direct, "I got a job. I'm taking it. You'll stay home with the kids during your leave." He laughed, not cruelly, just confidently. "How hard can it be?" Mara looked at him, calm, steady. "Good, then it will be easy for you." Day 1 broke him, crying baby, burning food, mess everywhere, no rhythm, no control. Day 2 broke his confidence. No sleep, no structure, no peace. Day 5 broke his pride. "Guy, this is not easy," he whispered on the phone. Day 10 broke his assumptions. 3 hours to cook one meal, and still everything else undone. Day 14 broke his body. He slipped, protected the baby, fractured his arm. But the house didn't stop, because life doesn't pause for pain. One evening, he shouted, "Can't you help me?" Mara looked at him, calm, unmoved. "You're just at home doing nothing, right?" Silence. The same words, thrown back, and this time, he felt them. That night, he couldn't sleep, not because of the baby, but because of guilt. Every word he had said, every moment he dismissed her, every time he made her feel small. It all came back. And for the first time, he didn't defend himself, he understood. On the final day, he waited, nervous, humbled, changed. When Mara walked in, he stood up. "I'm sorry," not casually, not lightly. "I was blind." His voice broke. "You were holding everything together, and I treated you like nothing." Mara didn't shout, didn't argue, because this wasn't about winning. It was about being seen, and finally, she was. Daniel didn't just apologize. He adjusted. He woke up at night, cooked without complaining, listened without dismissing, not because he was told, but because he understood. Some lessons cannot be explained, they must be lived. And sometimes, the only way to understand love is to carry its weight. Do you think people truly understand sacrifice? Or until they are forced to live it? Tell me in the comments. If this story touched you, subscribe for more real-life stories that reveal truths we often ignore.